We want to go to Adriana Loya now, who is at the scene, has been working this story since the first calls went out. Adriana, what can you tell us as far as the scene out there? We do see a lot of people who have been evacuated after being locked down.
Yes, good afternoon, Mark and Caribe. Now, I can tell you, I just spoke with police right now, and they tell me that this was not an active shooter situation. They want to make sure that is clear out there. There was an isolated incident, and at this time, there are no suspects to be at large, or they don't believe any suspects are at large. Now, you did mention that there's some people that were evacuated. I did speak on the phone with the father of a 17-year-old who was shot here. Now, police tell us that at least 3 people have been shot, but this father tells me he got a phone call from his son who was in the ambulance and said he was shot in the legs. He was there with his fiance and 2 kids, a 3-year-old and an infant. He's unsure if the babies were hurt, but as what he was able to tell me in the conversation he had with his 17-year-old son is that he was shot in the legs and his fiance was possibly shot. Possibly one of their children was also shot, and the infant, they're still not sure. Now, but I can show you right now, as you can see, it is a very active situation at this time. The shooting broke out shortly around 3 o'clock this afternoon, and immediately businesses were told to get on lockdown. Now, I did spoke also with another father who was here, who said he was driving near this area when he happened to call his daughter, and that's when his daughter tells him that she and even her brother also, were told to hide at the Under Armour store. They were out here just shopping, and then he tells me that he was able to speak with them, and they told him that there was some shots that were fired outside, and they were told to hide. Now, he still remains here on scene waiting to get a confirmation call from his children to make sure that they are okay. But as police have said earlier, a staging area has been established for anybody that has any family members that were injured in this shooting. At this time, I can tell you guys one more time that police say it was not an active shooter situation, but an isolated incident. And as of this time, we are told that 3 people were shot. We don't know the extent of those injuries, but the father I spoke with of the 17-year-old said that he was shot in the legs, and he was understandably, devastated and concerned about the situation. He wasn't able to speak with his son longer than several minutes, but he told me that he was taken to a nearby hospital, and he was hoped to get reunited with them here in the next few minutes. Now, police are expected to are going to give us an update here in the next few minutes, so we'll be monitoring here the situation, and we'll get back to you guys once we learn more. But at this time, police did say that they believe no suspects are outstanding at this time. We're reporting live in Glendale. Adriana Loya, back to you guys.
Adriana, before we let you go, I want to make sure that our viewers are clear on this, because I'm not. We were told that it was an active situation, meaning someone fired shots, injured people, and took off, but was no longer active when we came on the air. You're saying that this was never an active shooter situation, but an isolated incident. What does that mean?
That's what police just told me not even 2 minutes ago when we walked right now on air. They told me they want to make sure that it's clear understanding that it was not an active shooter situation, but an isolated incident. As far as what that means, we still don't know. Well, hopefully we can get more details as to what that means and how many even people, if this was multiple suspects or just one. We don't know the extent of the shooting at this hour, but we do know it happened here at this popular, shopping center where thousands of people come here every day. And, as I mentioned, the 17-year-old that was shot here with his fiance and his kids, they were just out here shopping. They never expected to be, victims of such a shooting like this. But, police are very limited at this time. The PIO who I spoke with tells me, he's also trying to gather more information. But as you understand, and, in these situations, the situation is very fluid. So they're trying to work every information that they can, and, so they can get us more information. But at this time, that's all the information that I have that they were able to provide to us at this time.
I just want to clarify one more time. You had mentioned there are no suspects at large, so that means that they are not looking for any suspects at this point?
Yeah, they did say, and I'm going to look back at my notes, they're told that no suspects are believed to be outstanding at this time. So we don't know if they have arrested multiple people, if they have identified them, if those people, were captured or not. But they did say that at this time, no suspects are believed to be outstanding. So at least it looks like the situation might be, at least to some extent controlled, but we still don't know to the extent of the magnitude that this shooting happened here at Tanger Outlet Mall today.
Okay. Adriana Loya, Team 12's Adriana Loya, live for us at the mall, the first part of our live reporting from 12 News reporters who are gathering at the scene right now. Adriana, thanks.